Now with us we're having iPhone 16. This phone was bought last year. So I've been using this phone for almost 1 year. So this is a long-term review of iPhone 16 after 1 year. When this phone was launched at a price of $799 and 799 pounds. In India, it was around 80,000 rupees, and in European countries, it was around 849 euros. Now this phone is available for around £700 or $700, and in European countries you can get it around 750 euros. Anyways, when coming to build quality, this phone is having glass back body and aluminum frame. This is a strong phone. This has ceramic shield protection. But one thing is that if you're buying this phone, better put one screen protector, because when I bought this phone, after some days only, I've applied this screen protector. So when I went for that, they told me there was some scratches. When I changed also, that person also told me there was some scratches. So what I suggest is better put that screen protector when you're buying this phone. When it comes to back body, I feel it's little bit slippery. So I don't use to catch it like this. I used to put one case, and I used to use. So what I recommend is use one case. And generally this design I like. Comment your thoughts on this design. Anyways, coming to display. This phone comes with 6.1-inch display. It's having Super Retina XDR display. So this is almost like a compact phone. It's not a big phone, and it's not a very small phone also. I personally like the screen size. It's compact, and when watching movies and videos, this is good. This phone support HDR 4K video playback. Here you can see video quality is HDR 4K, and when playing there is no issues in this video. And in Netflix, you'll get HDR support, Dolby Vision support, and other support. So while watching movies, and all, it will be good experience. In that, one important thing is speakers. Speakers is also good, it is loud, and sound is very clear also. So sound quality also I'm fully satisfied. And when you're going outside, if your phone is in your pocket also, when this phone is ringing, you won't miss that call. Even in traffic also, you'll hear that sound. In my case, I'm having 2 other Android phones. Sometimes I may miss call in my Android phones, but in traffic, and all, I don't used to miss calls in this phone. So it's loud, and in outdoor conditions, there is no issue in seeing screen, it is clearly visible. So that's also not an issue. But one thing you should keep in mind is that this phone support only 60 Hz refresh rate. This phone doesn't support 120 Hz refresh rate. In this price range, what we usually expect is 120 Hz refresh rate, but that is missing in this phone. If you ask me whether that is a big problem, in my case, usually I used to watch videos, and I used to use WhatsApp, and other applications like that. I'm not a big user. So, in most of the case, that 120 Hz refresh rate is not a big problem for me. But sometimes when I'm scrolling fastly, I can feel the difference. It's little bit slow. But normally if you're watching videos, and other things, it's not an issue. But sometimes you may be heavy gamer. Some games may support 90 FPS or 120 FPS, but in this one, you won't get that feature. So that will be a disappointing thing if you're a heavy gamer or something like that, or if you're editing. So in tasks like that, you'll miss that feature, and when scrolling fastly also, you will feel it's little bit slow. An important thing you should note here is that in latest iPhone 17, you're getting this 120 Hz refresh rate. So what I recommend is either you can go for iPhone 17 or an iPhone 15 also, you're getting the same display. Here you can see it's almost the same size, and almost the same quality. In that phone also, you're having the similar display, and nice audio quality. So in my opinion, either go for iPhone 15 or 17. When considering the price, you can skip this phone if you want. And coming to performance, this phone comes with a 18 bionic chip. I'm getting good performance. There is no issue in normal usage or gaming. But one thing is that sometimes there is this heating issue. In heavy gaming, after sometimes there will be some heating. Sometimes I may want to stop playing game. So that you should keep in mind. And sometimes when calling for a long time, you can feel that heating issue. And when coming to software, this phone is now having iOS 18 software. But important thing they marketed was Apple Intelligence feature is supported in this phone. iPhone 15 doesn't support that feature, but this phone support that feature. So they marketed that thing heavily, but actually that turned out to be a scam. In the name of Apple Intelligence feature, we didn't get nothing interesting. Yeah, there are some features, but I think they were not that interesting. Other AI tools were able to do the same things better than this phone. For example, in this phone, we're having a feature called cleanup. What that means is that if you want to remove anything from background, you can remove that. For example, if I'm drawing anything here, that things will be removed. But here you can see it's not that perfect. But if you're using Google Gemini or Q&A or other AIs like that, AIs will do better job than this. For that, you can just install Gemini application, and use it from there. You don't want to buy iPhone 16 instead of iPhone 15 for that features. And in iPhone 16, here you can see a camera button. When you're long pressing on that camera button, you can see AI features here. This is visual intelligence. That means they can see things, and tell about that. But the thing is that the same feature you can access in Google Gemini. That too, it's better. Anyways, this camera button is absent in iPhone 15. That you should keep in mind. The thing is that if you're pressing this camera button just one time, your camera app will be opened. And so many functions are there. You can adjust so many settings by just pressing on this. But the thing is that it will take some time to adjust to that. Initially, you won't understand that things fastly. So most of them are not using that feature. Maximum thing we're using is that we'll just click on this, and to take photo again we'll click. But so many other options are there, but most of them are not using. And again here action button option is there. Before it was silence button. Now we can adjust this. In my case, I've set it to flashlight. That was absent in iPhone 15. And when coming to camera quality is okay. In this phone, back we're getting 2 camera sensors, 48 megapixel main camera sensor, and 12 megapixel ultra-wide angle lens. Main camera support OS feature, and in front, we're getting 12MP selfie camera. Camera performance is decent. In this price range, it's okay, and video recording is actually good in this phone. And when comparing with iPhone 15, I wouldn't say there is a big difference, only small differences there. So I wouldn't say this is far better camera phone than iPhone 15. It's close to iPhone 15, and video recording is also actually good in this phone. It was good in iPhone 15 also. And one interesting feature I like in this phone which is absent in iPhone 15 is that if you're recording video in crowded places, if there is a lot of background noise, you can remove that background noise from your video. That is not there in iPhone 15. That I found it useful. If you're vlogging. In my case, I don't used to do that. So, in my case, it's not much of use. So, if you're taking videos in crowded places, you can make use of that feature. And coming to battery, this phone comes with 3561 mAh battery. I'm a normal user. Most of the time I use to watch videos, use Instagram or use WhatsApp or make calls, etc. I'm not a heavy gamer or something like that. In that case, I'm getting battery for one day. Normally what I do is morning I'll charge, and I'll go to work, and next day morning only I use to charge. But if you're a little bit heavy user, night also you may want to charge. Average screen on time is around 7 hours in this phone. It's decent I would say. And you're getting 25-watt fast charging, and 15-watt wireless charging support. So battery is okay I would say. Yeah it's better than iPhone 15, but I wouldn't say it's far better than iPhone 15. Just better than iPhone 15. Anyways, I'm satisfied with this phone, but the thing is that I won't recommend this phone now. This phone was marketed in the name of Apple Intelligence, but in Apple Intelligence, we're not getting any interesting features. So you can better go for iPhone 15. In iPhone 15 also, we're getting almost same display features, and performance is also good in that, and camera is also good in that phone, and battery is also okay. When comparing with iPhone 15, I wouldn't say this phone is a big upgrade. It's just a small incremental upgrade. And now iPhone 15 you're getting for a cheaper rate. So I would recommend that instead of this or what you can do is you can spend a little more money, and you can buy iPhone 17. In iPhone 17 now you're getting 120 Hz refresh rate. That's a big missing feature in this phone that you're getting in iPhone 17, and we're also getting 48 megapixel ultra-wide angle lengths. So you can make use of that also. Even though I'm satisfied with this phone's performance, what I recommend is, either you can take iPhone 15 or go for iPhone 17. In between, you can skip this phone. So, that was my opinion. Hope you liked this video. If you find it helpful, consider subscribing. See you in the next video.